Welcome to another episode of Fuck Your Job. I'm Ron Worley.
And I'm Josh Fullenweider.
Fuck your job.
Hey guys, it's Ron Worley here with Josh Fullenweider. Welcome to Fuck Your Job, another episode. I don't know what episode we're on yet.
I stopped keeping track of the numbers.
It's
it doesn't matter.
Yep. So here today we are going to tell us what we're going to talk about.
We're going to talk about just do a mid-year check-in. Talk about what all we've done. I know a few people have asked what we've been working on throughout the year.
Yeah.
We've obviously shared some of it, and obviously there's been some setbacks. So.
Yep. And I think we should talk about personal stuff too, like how things have affected us and.
Oh yeah, 2020 has been an interesting year. So.
Very interesting.
Nothing like I planned it would on it.
Nobody in the world probably, but
so
here we are. So you want to? What have we done? What have we done together?
The big thing we did together is we sold the spec house that we built.
Yep, that's true. We did an episode on that too, and that was highly successful.
Yeah.
We haven't done another one. We haven't started another one. We've been bumped to do so.
We've been asked to do so a couple of times, but why? Well, let me ask you this so that everybody knows. Why haven't we done another one yet?
Well, I think Corona happened. That was a big setback, but I think more than that, I personally was moving.
Yeah.
Selling the house, and so just a little bit of inconsistencies with money and things like that. And you're doing another project.
Yeah, I'm working on another project, but for me, I guess the hang-ups with doing another spec home were the timing didn't seem quite right.
Right.
I felt like literally we sold that one 2 days or a day before we got the stay-at-home order come down. So, without knowing how the economy was going to react, we kind of pumped the brakes there, and we had some concerns about increased cost into the land and water.
Yep. So
we didn't see the profit in it. So in doing a same or a similar house in the same area, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and there was some issues where we were at, so we were looking at other properties. So I think the big three that everybody complains about is actually something that we still deal with. Doesn't matter where you're at in your business life, you still need proper timing, energy, and money.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that in another episode.
Yes.
So that's coming up, guys. So I guess what else have been going on for you this year, Ron? I know you've had a lot change and everything like that.
Yeah, we've sold our house, and that was a pretty big deal. And we're building a new one. That's also a big deal. But for me personally, I've been just trying to get that book finished, and that's taken a lot of time in the publishing arena. It's insane. The amount of stuff they send back, and
I'm watching you. I'm watching you go through it because you're further down the road than I am. I'm looking at it. I'm done with my portion, and I'm having my wife and daughter edit it for the first round. And then I hear your stories about the edits, and I'm just like, oh fuck, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's actually tedious. I mean, and you don't really know what you're doing. So,
no.
It's quite the process. So, and I'm getting daily emails and daily things you have to do, and then you've got to worry about marketing and all that. So it's quite the workload, and so that whole timing thing, that whole time thing, one of the things that happened with Corona is that my bail bonds business sort of bottomed out. They're letting everybody out of jail for free. So, you got to put all your time and energy to save this one thing, and taking more time to do something else, it's just difficult. So taking on a whole lot extra right now is not the right idea. So I've been golfing and fishing and
that's fair.
Things like that.
Yeah, I got a Fitbit because I haven't been doing anything. I haven't been active enough lately, so that's my not real accomplishment, but fun thing for the year.
Yeah,
so
we're gonna work on your body.
Yeah.
Remember the Hans and Franz from Saturday Night Live?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pump you up.
We are going to pump you up.
Yeah, that was a good time. So I've been working out at the gym too. They allowed us to go in and meet with the trainer. So Jeremy Pipes, I'll throw him a stick on here. That man has changed my body in 2 months.
Good.
Yeah. down body fat. You should go see him just for the experience. It's god awful.
I've done one of his boot camps once, and it was brutal.
Yeah, it's like that every half hour every day.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'll stick with my 5-pound weights back there.
You feel so good, man. So, yeah, I haven't really done much this year. We tried to check out that Fedex deal.
Yeah, we worked on a Fedex deal. We got, not super far with it, but fairly far in the due diligence part of it.
Yeah, and we figured out that there was a no-go.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad deal. It's just not a good deal for an investor.
Right.
It was a good deal for an owner-operator.
Yep, absolutely. So if you're looking into Fedex, they're actually about to blow up and do really well. So they've done really well during the COVID.
Yeah, they're one of the few companies that have either stayed the same or done better with Corona going around.
Yeah.
So
if you're need a job and an investment, that's the way to go.
Yeah, it's a great way to build an asset where you can, build $1 million net worth pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Do we have anything in the pipeline?
I've got one that I've been working on. So I'm working on another franchise that I'm buying into. So I haven't given you a whole lot of details. I've talked to you a little bit about it.
This is the one you went and did the other day.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I think we can probably do an episode on it in the future on and get into it in detail.
Sure.
But it's pretty exciting. Not as cool as axe throwing, but still pretty fun.
Are you still doing axe throwing?
Still doing axe throwing, but with coronavirus, pump the brakes on that. So.
Gosh darn. Okay.
Yeah, so the big thing with the axe throwing was we were looking at a build out and just a build out of somebody else's space, $225,000 to get it to the way it needed to be for us.
That's ridiculous. And basically that thing isn't even
we don't know
a lot of build out.
Yeah. So that's just moving bathrooms around, punching a hole in the wall for a door, building some offices, moving dumpsters so that they're not by my new front door.
Right.
So it was just all those little things, and they just added up. And $225,000 later, I'm looking at it and going, this doesn't make sense.
No. Literally.
So originally the landlord and I were going to split it right about down the middle.
Yeah.
Which I had budgeted at $100,000, so $112,500 right down the middle wasn't a big deal.
Right.
Okay, so then they changed their mind at the last minute and said they were only going to pitch in $45,000, and I was like, well, I guess I'm not moving into your place anymore.
That's a done deal.
Yeah.
You know what they say? If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Yeah. Well, and that's it right there. So, if the coronavirus hadn't happened, I probably would have swallowed that money and gone ahead and moved forward with it. But now I'm looking at it and going, well, if we get shut down again in the future, that's money that I've financed that I'm not done. I have to pay back versus the landlord sitting on it. So,
Yep.
We're looking at we've got another place in progress, so it's coming.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Anything else personally going on for you? You got another kid going to college here.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So you guys remember Kill Switch Automotive? My kid's been working for them for free. He's been an intern. I don't know how that works. I won't mention money because I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually.
They call him slave.
They call him slave. But he's been doing that for 6 months now, and he's earned his way into payroll, and he's going to college at Ames to be a mechanic. So
good.
He's super excited about it. My other kid's in Wyoming doing a internship.
He's going into his final year, or
he's got a year and a half left. So
year and a half.
Second semester of junior year.
So he only had to go to college 3.5 years.
Well, yeah, technically he'll probably end up with 4 just because of track season. So,
oh, okay.
We'll see how that plays out, but he's super excited. He loves Wyoming, so that was cool because Cheyenne is a great town to live in my opinion. He gets along with the people well, so that's good. And my daughter is doing well too, so I don't.
Yeah.
How can you bitch about that?
Yeah, everything's going good. So. No, we've been, I will say the biggest adjustment we've had this year that we weren't expecting was the work at home situation.
Yeah. Your wife just came down here in a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. Showered in 8 days.
I made her shower yesterday, I think it was.
Okay. You get your butt in there.
And I was like, oh, I got to shower today. I've got that video to
Thank
shoot.
God I would have told you how stinky you were.
Yeah, no, so that's been fun. But where I thought we were going to be at, I thought by this time we would have the axe throwing be open.
Right.
And that was it. That was kind of my plan for the year. And hopefully now we still get open by year end would be the hope.
Yeah, so you still have hopes? Like, are you freaking out at all? Or?
I'm trying not to freak out.
You are jobless.
Yes. It's not as bad as it seems, though, because Rebecca's still working. That's covers all the bills, and then we've got rentals, so...
You're finding enough shit to do at the house.
Yeah, so this year we sold one of the rentals and did a 1031 exchange and bought into a Delaware statutory trust.
Huh. So
I own 2% of a $50 million portfolio of, not even 2%, it's like 0.2% of a $50 million portfolio of self-storage units up in Michigan.
Wow, okay. That works. That reminds me, so Aaron and I invested in apartment building, 150 unit apartment building. We're still waiting to see if we get the deal.
Okay.
A friend of ours, Sam Jargus, he kind of pulls people's money together.
Right.
They buy big apartment buildings in wherever in the world.
Syndicator.
Yep. Yeah, he's a syndicator, exactly. Yep. Something I always wanted to do but could never figure out, and now I know after meeting him.
I wish you'd told me. I know how to do it.
Yeah, but
I've got lawyers and contacts and everything.
Well, I've been wanting to do it. Like, that's kind of because I know people.
Yeah.
But the problem is, after watching him do it, I'm not smart enough. I couldn't do it.
So
it's a lot of brain work.
I actually joined years ago, took a seminar and am part of an ongoing membership with a group that puts together deals, and like the head of the group teaches how to syndicate and everything like that. Wow. So the biggest hurdle for me, so I've invested through that, but I have never gone out and found an apartment deal and done it myself.
Right.
So that's how I ended up with part of a hotel in Belize.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah. And it does. So is that successful, or you can stay there for free?
That's a build-up, and they were progressing ahead of schedule until Corona.
Yep.
So
I invested in a roofing syndication. I don't know if you call it a syndication. They're basically going public.
Okay.
But they're buying out all these little companies so that they can become nationwide.
Right.
And the company that I got through was a local company here, and we bought 15,000 shares or something of stock in. They haven't gone public yet, but they expect to go public soon. But then Corona hit.
Yeah.
Not a good time to go public when the stock market.
Yeah, the stock market's.
So we've been holding off, but as soon as hopefully that'll pay off. That was pretty fun to do.
Yeah.
Be at the rock bottom of a situation like that.
Yeah.
A lot of companies get going that way. That's Waste Management is one of those companies. Mm-hmm. And actually, the owner of Waste Management before he sold out is the guy that's doing this. So
I didn't know that.
I don't even know names or anything. I just know the guy that. We were talking about it today, Josh, and we should do an episode on this. I just surround myself with people I trust, and then tell me where to sign.
Yeah.
I don't want to do all those jobs. I don't want to know the names. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Just tell me where to sign.
I'll write a check. That's fine.
If I trust you, you tell me.
Yeah. Well, and that it was a lot of work putting our spec house together.
Yeah.
And to grow that to a point where it could make a lot of money, and we're building, a dozen or so homes a year, it would take a lot of legwork to do all that. Well,
the amount of work you did and the amount of work on the marketing side is insane. Aaron, I'm going to get to tag along on this one.
Okay.
But Aaron just landed a 50 home new development.
Okay.
That they want her to list them all, and so she's responsible for all the marketing.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, just the amount of work to do that is insane.
Yeah.
And to keep up with each home and to put in the client and oh my God.
Now you talk about doing that for other industries, like
Right.
your roofing company. It's like,
Nope. I just trust some people.
yeah, like I know you did a good job.
Right. Yep. So seems like we didn't do much, but it seems like we did do
Well, we start talking about it. It's like, yeah, we've been cooped up at home playing video games or whatever, but you start talking about it. I did. So you sent me that golf thing that's like Top Golf.
Yeah.
So minimum buy-in was, and that was, I think it was advertised on Facebook, and it was
Yeah, Big Shots, is that what you're talking about? Or the other one?
the other one. I don't remember.
Suites or whatever.
Yeah, Golf Suites.
Golf Suites, there you go.
And essentially they're building Top Golfs, but they're not Top Golfs. They're different. They've got a different game.
I think they're nicer.
Yeah, they're nicer. They've got more amenities in there. So I did their minimum investment, which was $500. I'm like, yeah, I'll try that.
Oh, that's not bad.
They're projecting an 8% return. They've got one facility built so far, and they're planning 8 over the next few years. So
maybe I'll have to jump in on that. I did all the work pro forma on Top Golf, and then come to find out they don't do franchises. Then I looked at Big Shots, which they're a great company, but they're kind of smaller. And I think the minimum cost was $12 million or something. You need 6 acres of land. Well, it wasn't the $12 million.
It was the 6 acres.
6 acres. You can't find it anywhere.
Yeah,
that's
especially
affordable.
here.
Right. And in the area we need it. It has to be out here.
Yeah, didn't you tell me Top Golf all in was like 20 or 30 million bucks?
Yeah, 20. Well, now I can't totally remember. I think it was 20 million, 18 million. That's what it was to build one of those. But as soon as they open, they're worth 22 to 24 million.
Yeah.
So your instant return.
Yeah, you've got instant equity. You know, it's not a cash in your pocket, but you've got instant equity.
But their cash flow was crazy. It was like 8 million a year. So 6 to 8 million, something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was insane. But that's a corporation. They don't.
Yeah.
So you'd have to do it yourself. So I looked into how do you do your own. Well, if you want the technology to do a Top Golf like simulation,
it's expensive.
Well, it's theirs.
Yeah.
It's their technology.
They developed it.
They developed it. So you're still using them.
Yeah, and that's the difference. So Top Golf, if you've never been, has chips in the balls.
Right.
And if you hit it into the bin, it reads it as it goes in and scores you. Great. But no other golf companies have that technology. So this Golf Suites, they use some like radar ID type of chip in theirs. So when you hit the ball, it actually tells you where it lands wherever it goes out on the course, not just in the bin. So
that's even better.
Yeah.
Okay, Golf Suites.
Go there.
God, we just went in deep on that one, buddy.
Yeah, sorry. Anyway, I don't
edit the shit out of that.
I don't know what else I've been doing this year, but
seems like a good place to stop.
Yeah, we'll call it a day.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, stay tuned. We got more episodes coming.
Yeah.
See you guys. Join us on Facebook at The Jobless Legion or subscribe to our YouTube channel and like, comment, and share
so that we can get the message out to aspiring entrepreneurs just like you.
Thank you.